Hello, everybody. It's your old friend Boise with another daily video sobriety vlog. Well, first of all, I want to thank you. I want to welcome you to join us. Today is Monday, April 27th, 2026. I have been sober now for, drum roll, 14,272 days. And just for fun, it's 39 years and 26 days, 468 months and 26 days. Whoo! Yeah, it's kind of funny when I think about it. Not funny, ha, but kind of amazing, actually, that I've gone a journey this long. A lot of support from people in the end, mostly people that find out about it now, because when they link in or intersect with my life, and I've already been sober 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 years, they're like, oh my God. Which, in honesty is a hell of a lot different than, hey, everybody, I've been sober for 1 week, 7 full days. Good. Keep it up. There's a difference in the way people react. And honestly, why wouldn't they? Because, like I tell people before, it's like telling people, hey, I haven't farted in 3 days. Oh, bravo. Good job. It's just the reaction you're going to get from some people. You have to find encouragement in the nuggets of non-encouragement. It takes a while to get to a point where you actually feel the teeter-totter slowly start to go in your direction, and it's in your direction, and you're feeling a lot better about yourself. Cheers. Morning coffee. So someone says, well, you're just completely off drugs then, aren't you? Well, I do have caffeine, okay? As a matter of fact, if you go to an AA meeting, and this is before smoking wasn't allowed in a public building. Before you could smoke in an elevator, stand next to someone's child. How you doing? That's a beautiful kid you got there. A little bit different nowadays. But at these meetings, it'd be just like a haze of smoke, and everyone getting up to go to the coffee machine, hanging out at the coffee machine before and after. And it was one of those, not just a coffee pot. It was one of those machines that you have at the restaurant with the big canister. It's like you're tapping a keg, a pony keg of coffee. Need sugar, need sugar, need sugar, need sugar. Oh, sorry, old habit. You got to be able to laugh at yourself, because if you don't, you're going to be one miserable SOB. And that's the one thing about being sober. We all have good days. We all have bad days, just like any other person in this world, just like a religious leader would. But I'm sure the days that Pope Leo is like, man, I don't want to deal with this political shit. He just doesn't come out of the Vatican that day. He does other things until he gets over it. And then, yes, well, I'm not a political leader. I'm just a spiritual leader, and I believe in preaching the doctrine. So if it conflicts with other people, that is their problem, not really mine. And why does Pope Leo suddenly sound like Gandhi? I don't know. But we all have good days. We all have bad days. That's it. Some people have said to me before, it's like, God, 39 years, that's fantastic. Everything is great now. No, I'm still living my life, so there are days it sucks. What are you talking about? It's like when some people have actually said to me, though, it's like when you're recovering, how do you know something is happening in your benefit, in your direction? And I say, well, it took a while to get there, but you can feel the movement within yourself, your body, your chemistry, your detoxing. But you're emotionally in a wreck, and you're trying to put those pieces together again, because you've destroyed a lot of relationships, or a lot of relationships were destroyed by your behavior. And some of them you don't go back to, Some of them aren't, they're toxic. You don't go back to. It only just gets you back into that circle again, that cycle. And some people do because that's their secretly in the back of their mind, like, oh, great, because this guy would just fuck me up again. And then I'm just going to say, what do you expect? You know, we already planned those things. And those are part of the patterns you got to try to break. Once you break a pattern, you've established in yourself you're going to do something different. Then you have to maintain it. Isn't it? Well, you know, I stopped doing cocaine today. There. Okay, there's still this tomorrow. There's still this fucking afternoon. Shut up. You got to work on yourself. You got to be honest about things. And you also need people around you that are honest. Now, I can be brutally honest. Heavy on the brutal sometimes, because with people I know personally, they know that I've been sober this long, and they know my favorite saying is, I'm too sober for this shit. Now, if you're in the program and you're new, I would never say that to you. I would want you to get to that point where you actually say, you're right. What? Boise, I'm too sober for this shit. Yay! Now the hard work begins. I thought this was the hard work. No, it gets harder. Isn't that fun? It's amazing. Why? Because life gets harder. And every 2 minutes of tears that I had to spend and get out of my soul, it only gave me 1 minute of peace, comfort, and joy. So there was a great imbalance. Oh, everything's better now, right? Yeah, it is. What's the ratio like now? 50-50, because it's life. It's life. Just expect it I'm going to the mailbox. Where's my parade? Look at that. I actually did the hard work today. Hey, I did the laundry. You have your normal things you have to do in life. You don't get a Grammy just because you fucking put the toilet lid down so your girl didn't fall in the toilet. But it damn near feels like it, I'll tell you that much. And you have to learn you're going to have certain conflicts, even like in a relationship. Let's get back to the toilet seat because I'm a guy, okay? And guys will always have, first time you have a woman living with you, you don't even think of it. You don't even say it. She doesn't say it right away because it's something you don't want to talk about right away. She just expects you to already be trained by your mother for this. And you'll be sleeping one night, 3 o'clock in the morning, before you're old like me and you have to get up and pee anyways. And, you know, those things when you used to sleep through the night. Oh, I remember those, barely. So you're sleeping, and all of a sudden you're woke by this curdling scream. What was it? Did I leave the TV on? Is it a horror film? What? No, it's your girlfriend whose ass has hit the cold porcelain and splashed down in the toilet like coming back from an Apollo moon landing. And you can't figure out what the screaming is, and then you realize it. And if you're dumb like me, you might even have to wait for those famous words like, "Oh my God, the toilet seat's not down. Oh, what the hell's the matter with you?" Then you know. And two things go through your mind. Do I quickly go to her and apologize? Or do I crack that window open and jump out and run for my life? Yes, I'm naked, but still, I will be alive. Some people say, well, what did you do? Keep the lid down. Well, I can't remember. You know how you remember? I pee sitting down like a woman now. What? Yeah, I do. That way I never mess it up. However, when you get older, the pipes tend to leak. So when you get up, you still leave a few drops. So you still get busted on that anyway. So you got to make sure you still got to double check yourself when you get older. There's no escaping that. And here's the argument. The woman's always right, so shut up and do it and adjust. Or you're going to always fight. The other famous one is toilet paper. Does it come away from the wall or towards the wall? You think, what's that got to do with anything? What did your household do? If her household did it different. She has a set of rules that are normal. You have a set of rules that are normal that you were raised in. Then you go ahead and you put your lives together. And you find the intersecting circle. And in the middle of that intersecting circle, that is your household reality between you and your new girl. Doesn't matter what she did in her family. Doesn't matter what you did in your family. If you both agree on it, it's now what you do in your family. So which way does the toilet paper go? Our household now, it goes away. But she got tired of it and got a bidet. Ends everything. The French know how to fix everything. That's right. You Americans, you worry about pooping and pissing and wiping, and we spritz ourselves. I can drop my pants right now and show you my tighty whities. They are completely white. You're an American from Texas. It probably looks like a cattle stampede in there. Oh, I entertain myself sometimes, and that's the key to everything too, is make yourself happy. Enjoy what you're doing. Have a little fun. Laugh at yourself. Make a fool of yourself. I find out the more I make a fool of myself, it's easier when I actually do make a big ass out of myself, that I can actually handle it a lot, much more professionally, shall we say. But you know, it's something that we all go through, little things. That's what we're going to do on these vlogs, whatever comes to mind, whatever's the latest thing. Sometimes it might even be just topics in the news media throws at us. I got some more questions here, and like I always bitch because I'm old. You get on these phones and you can expand. Oh, my email, I can't read it. Cool. Then you get on other programs and you can't. So then you have to have this. Like, you sons of bitches, that's like going to Skechers and getting one Jordan. Jesus Christ, talk about incomplete. You're an old man who bitches about everything. I'm going to express myself too because it's stupid. I would rather leave the lid up and fight with my girl over this shit than this, you know? Anyways, they got some questions for me. I have to use my glasses, my superpowers, so I can read these things. How do you maintain your sobriety now, 39 years later? Kind of weird for me to even read. What are your tips and strategies for sobriety? Are they invaluable? Yeah, they keep you sober, yeah. You might be listening to me and you think, oh, I watched this vlog. It's usually pretty good, but God, he just talked about sitting on a toilet seat. What the hell's it got to do with anything? Well, have you sat on a toilet seat? Have you stood over a toilet seat? Have you levitated over the toilet seat and urinated? Okay, well, now you're like David Copperfield of piss. Everything is important if it's in your life. If I say something that doesn't pertain to your life, you can disregard it. Or you might want to save that little nugget because eventually you're going to get down that path. Why? 39 years of sobriety, I'm 65 years old. You might be 22, 3 months sober. As you're detoxing and trying to live a new life, it might just dawn on you that this old fart's leaving breadcrumbs that'll help me later. So when I get to it, it's something we talked about. I'll give you a quick example. You always want to share stuff with people, even jokes or humor. But I remember the first time I had to wear these before I had to wear them. I woke up one day, grabbed the paper, and went, what the hell? I had to hold it back, like I can't read it. What the hell happened to my eyes? So I told my father, I said, Jesus, I woke up, thought I had a stroke last week. What happened? I couldn't read my goddamn paper. So I had to, I got reading glasses now. The hell? Well, how old are you? 44. Oh shit, you got it easy. What are you talking about? That usually happens when you're 40. You've had 4 extra years. Dad, how could I have 4 fucking extra years if you never told me until now? I lost my sight last week. I'm not going to celebrate the fact that I got an extra 4 years on the average person because I didn't even know about that. If you would have shared that with me, then I would know that I had 4 extra years. But as far as I'm concerned, I woke up and all of a sudden this happened. But then the phones came along and you could expand it and go, oh, cool. Until certain programs. It's like, why? So you struggle with things, and sometimes things get revealed to you later in life. So these are the breadcrumbs that I toss around, and they're life. It's what you're going to experience. It's just kind of fun to have someone let you in on it, let you in on the secret, give you an idea what you're going to be facing. Because in your personal life, in your personal addiction, it gets more specific, and that's what you really want to focus on. But you don't want to be distracted by all this stuff on the outside. Can't read this, can't see this. All of a sudden, the pipes are leaking. When does this shit? Do I have to go, what, a urologist? What? So I go once a year? No, it's not year, it's urine. Oh, okay, yeah. I guess my hearing is going too. Thank God I stopped turning the music down and started wearing earplugs. Otherwise, I would have really damaged it because I come from the generation who's like, man, I'm telling you, if it's too loud, you're too fucking old. Wow, thanks, James Dean. Here's a spider. Go take a ride. You know, I tell people too when this one young lady was talking to me about music and she was talking about the Doors, and I said, that's cool. I mean, in my generation, the girls didn't like the Doors at first because they didn't like that kind of music. Then Jim Morrison became a bit of a sex symbol and the girls liked him. So the girls flocked to the Doors. And then he died and they wrote this, Danny Sugarman wrote this book, No One Here Gets Out Alive. And at the end of the book, he just kind of went, got a strange phone call. Mr. Mojo Rising. In other words, did he fake his death? Leave that mystery out there. We got a new live album coming out, and we got to promote the book. Let's just kind of, we don't know. Nobody knows for sure. Come on, let's do it. But anyways, Rolling Stone magazine got in on it too, and it was kind of funny because it had a picture of Jim dressed black, dark clothes, his hair, that sultry look. The cover of the album said, he's hot, he's sexy, and he's dead. You know, the cliche, live hard, die young, leave a beautiful memory. And I always say, yeah, until you open up the casket and it looks like a expired canned ham. What are you talking about? And who the fuck's gonna look at the great young picture of me? Well, you never aged. Yeah, I never aged because you're dead. How about living a life where the drugs don't destroy your face and your body as quickly, because time will still do that to you. But time is still going to do that to you. If you accelerate it, you're really going to fall apart. You don't believe me? Go to your class reunion even after 20 years and go, my God, Angie's still smoking. Yeah, I know, I could tell by looking at her face. You go to a class reunion and it's like, I just want to see who peaked. What do you mean? I want to see who's fat and bald now. Angie, and she's smoking still. I mean, that's the whole thing, is we're always looking and comparing. So if you have the before picture and you don't have the after, well, I guess you're always just lovely, aren't you? The best compliment you can get from anyone as you age and become sober is, really? You don't look that. This is how old are you? 65? My God, you don't even look your age. That's incredible. That's what people say when they're in their 50s or 40s to me. The strangest compliment I got, there's these 3 girls I picked up, I picked them up on a ride share, taking them home. Well, they had a broke down car and I was taking them to Buc-ee's so they could get something to eat and wait till they can get their alternator fixed. But we got on that topic and one girl was sitting there thinking, what? You're 65? Yeah. She says, my God, you don't look a day over 50. I said, shit, coming from a 20-year-old, that's a damn compliment. Thank you very much. Thank you, ma'am. Who was that? Is that Jack Nicholson? No, that's goddamn Elvis. But I start making references and they don't even understand who they are. I had one young gal, speaking of references, and it gives you an idea, your marker in time. And I said, this guy came by and drove by on a Mustang. I'm like, oh Christ, about $1 for every time I heard that shit. And once again, that's an old man thing. I'm too old for this shit. I've had $1 for every time I heard that stupid shit. Well, this young lady, I said, yeah, he gets the car, doesn't realize if you bought that car and I went and bought that car, it's the same engine. We'd all go the same effing speed. They don't give you any extra. You don't get any extra talent because you bought the car. Oh my God! What is it? He thinks he's Burt Reynolds. Who? Oh my God. Vin Diesel? Oh, he drives. Burt Reynolds drive a car? You ever hear Smoking the Bandit? No. You don't even Netflix it. You just go on YouTube and watch it sometime. It's funny. It's goofy. It's a period piece in the late 70s. I saw it when I was your age, and it was really funny, and I enjoyed it. Just check it. You'll check it out. You'll like it. So I ended up picking her up like about a month later, and she goes, oh my God, I watched that show. That's a really funny, goofy show. I liked it. I really enjoyed it. I don't usually like old movies. Old movies. Can you imagine? Welcome to AMC Classic Movie Theater with Boise. Today we're going to look at Smokey and the Bandit, you some bitches. And she says to me, well, you're kind of like driving around enjoying yourself and laughing. Yeah, but you kind of talk like that sheriff. Well, thank you, little lady. I appreciate that. Some bitch. But it was fun to share that with someone. She was just a young black girl. I'm guessing she's 22. And you would think that me at 65 and her at 22, we wouldn't have very much in common. You know, certainly we're going, hey, check this out. I'm getting into some of my old music again. And this is back in the 70s when country and rock kind of blurred the lines, and not even just outlaw country. This was like Appalachia country. These guys did everything. They're called the Ozark Mountain Daredevils. You had to try them out. Yeah, no, I don't think she's going to get into that. There's just too much of a gap between us, and that's fine. Celebrate it, you know? It's just good. Try to enjoy yourself. Try to enjoy your life. Try to enjoy the little things that make you giggle and smile, because that's the key to it. You have to enjoy the common things. You're going to have big birthday celebrations. You're going to have anniversaries. You're going to have promotions. These are landmark things in your life that 20 years later, you'll look back and laugh. With this video vlog, I look back recent and further back over my shoulder as we're looking at Frank. Looking back over my shoulder, time, music, what's evolved in all those years. So I specifically get into it more because of this. But you can still reminisce with that sitting on your front porch with your cats. I recommend you get some cats. Have some coffee. Say hi to the neighbor. He's walking his dog. You're a cat person. He's a dog person. You both love animals. It isn't a competition. You see? Enjoy your life. Enjoy everything you can. But anyways, today's Monday. Usually Mondays are like a sad thing for people, but no, it's not. Some days they are. Some days they absolutely suck. Absolutely suck. I can't even believe I'm alive right now. Hopefully you'll get out of that funk. Find out what's making you sad. Try to talk about it with friends, family. Go to a meeting. It might just dawn on you that the reason why the world is so shitty today is because it's your attitude. The world didn't even know who the fuck you were today. It was you all along. Filling that little hole and that little tear in your soul. It's a daily thing, just like eating. You eat 3 times a day. You got to work on yourself at least 3 times a day. You know, it's like going to the bathroom and not wiping. Oh my God, he went back to the toilet again. But today's Monday, April 27th, 2026. I have been sober for 14,272 days. Oh my God, someone call Ripley's Believe It or Not. 39 years and 26 days, 468 months and 26 days. Hopefully you're moving along on your journey and experiencing life and enjoying yourself as well. I really do hope so. And I hope you're coming along with me for the walk down the path up to the mountain where we all belong. The view is beautiful up there. But thank you. Folks that help us out on Patreon, God bless you, because we're able to do an outreach program and help others like me and you that are suffering. Buy me a coffee. You know, you can tell I love coffee, don't I? Love coffee and the Beatles. Huh? And of course, you know, Cash App, Venmo, Chime. I mean, they got all these things. I mean, like, what in tarnation is that? Zelle, what the hell is this shit? Like an Apple Cash? I can do it on my phone? Holy shnikes. What the hell next? Yeah, I'm still trying to catch up with the digital world. What can I say? But I'm not giving up. But I'm very slow, like a turtle, or like a tortoise with arthritis, which would probably be my animals. My animal sign used to be the timber wolf. Maybe now it's the tortoise with arthritis. But, you know, I'm just going to enjoy what I got and marvel at what I've lost. Man, all the stuff, all the physical power and things that I actually lost in my body, and I look back and I think, I never thought I was even that sharp back then. Now I long for that. It'll happen. It happened to me. It'll happen to you. But thanks for being part of it. Thanks for joining us in. Let us know how you're feeling. What are you finding successful for you personally? And what are you finding as a stumbling block for you personally? Because other people need to hear that. They don't just need to hear what I'm saying. They need to hear what you're saying. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 of us talking like that help other people. We help each other. It's a beautiful concept. And we pay it forward. And in the words of Ringo, peace and love, everybody. Peace and love. Peace and love. Thanks for joining. Appreciate you spending time with me. That does mean a lot. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the top of my soul. I love you. I will see you again on the next video vlog. Peace and love.